7:13. Wake up with Jer Nick, voice of Lake County. Today, sunny, mid to lower 50s. Tonight, dark and 35. Tomorrow, high near 60s. Thursday, partly sunny in the upper 60s. Sounds like baseball weather, don't you think, Nicholas?
I love baseball, Jerry.
I do too.
Summer.
Your daughter played a little ball, didn't she?
She played softball for Zion Benton. Yep.
Yeah. Didn't she knew how to slide pretty good too, right?
Actually, yes, she could slide, and she wasn't afraid to run into the catcher.
She would take out a few catchers,
So
right?
more likely the catcher would move.
Wow.
She did play against some girls that didn't move, but that's the game.
That's your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we've got Kevin Costa. Oh, Kevin couldn't make it. We got the other owner in here this morning, Richie, the big guy. Rich, how you doing, my man?
Good to be here, thanks.
He is the owner of the Lake County Fielders, and we have Dwayne Rogers in here. Also, the Economic Development. What is your title?
Economic Development Director for the beautiful city of Zion.
I love the way she does that.
It's easy to spell.
It is easy to spell, and you'll find that out starting next week.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, hey, Rich, you guys have got a new location. What's going on over there?
A lot going on. First of all, who's on first? Was that a fielder staff meeting, or was that
That's exactly what it was. You betcha. But you got a lot of things going on. You guys got a brand new location. I think it's a better location, and you said it was planned that way to kind of keep us guessing.
Yeah, well, that was in the works for a couple months. We were looking for a site a little bit north of there that lended itself to more retail and entertainment and just fan-friendlier and more visible. And that site was available. We had to wait until a few retail options ran out, and then we worked with the city to get that land under control. So it's a great site. I think the fans are going to enjoy it more than the other site. The other site was good too, but we think this is better.
I think so too. I got to ask you the question. It's on everybody's mind. Are we going to play baseball this year at that location?
Absolutely. There will be baseball this year. We're still hopeful on that June 11th opening day. We don't know yet if we're going to make that particular date, but we know for certain we'll make the majority of games at that site, at the new site. The construction fence is going up today. There's a construction entrance being erected today. We're working on getting that field. The field installation is the biggest part. I mean, that takes a few weeks, and that's what we're working on now.
I mean, how much does that cost alone? I heard it's like in the millions or $1 million or $500,000 just to get that field done. Isn't it? I mean, that is extremely expensive.
Yeah, the field's $500,000. There's a lot of underground irrigation and things that go into that. It's not just laying sod and throwing up lights, so it's expensive. But then you have a field that drains properly, that you can be certain to get your games in, and it's a high quality professional baseball field.
All right, how did this all kind of come about? I know you also own the Schaumburg Flyers. I mean, how did this come about, and why Zion? Why Lake County Fielders? How did this all happen?
Gosh, we're going back years now. I was approached by Dwayne and Maureen Reedy from the Convention Bureau. They told me that they were interested in minor league baseball, and they wanted my ideas on it. And really, I just thought I was going to a meeting to throw some ideas and help them out. And here we are 4 years later, bringing the team in. So in some respects, I like to say it's opportunity met stupidity. Stupidity.
No kidding. Now, Delane, how did this kind of come about? I know there was other cities that were kind of wanting a minor league team out here. How did you end up pulling it off?
Well, we had the opportunity of a site that we had under control through the generosity of North Shore Sanitary District. They're our partner for the development of Trumpet Park. The idea came, Rich was willing to at least look at it. He already owned the rights to the Lake County area. We thought Lake County deserved a professional sports venue, and I can't think of anything better than minor league baseball. So we came up, we checked out the site, we worked on it for almost 2 years trying to make that site work. There's some issues there. It's a former landfill. There's an IEPA process that we've been engaged in, and we could not have done that without North Shore Sanitary District. I hope people understand that. They've been a great partner. But as Rich said, this other site became available. We were not able to get everything done that we needed to do at the old site, and this is a better site as far as retail and promotion and visibility. So that's what we're doing.
Well, let's talk about the new site. I mean, there's things also being built right around it as well. I mean, this is just amazing. This is going to be a total entertainment place. I mean, isn't there going to be a movie theater? And what else is going to be built there at Trumpet Park?
Well, that's our goal there at that site, because you don't want just baseball. I mean, it's open, roughly 50 games a year. It's a very non-obtrusive use of the property, but there's 30,000 people through that intersection every day.
Non-obtrusive, Nick. Did you catch what that meant?
I was still working on there's going to be a movie theater.
All right.
I kind of like it.
All right.
Well, in order to maximize the space and to really, to make that corner, it's a very expensive piece of property. makes sense, and to bring convenience and more jobs than just baseball, we added the retail element to it, and in that design, we have the opportunity to have a full-time restaurant, thanks to Rich. That'll be part of the concourse level of the baseball stadium, but underneath that, we're designing a movie theater, three-screen movie theater. Yes.
Now, that's not going to be ready this year, but next year this all should be done. What's going to be out there this year, Rich? I saw some of the plans of what you originally wanted. Unfortunately, things got in the way. Things happen.
They do.
There's a bumper sticker out there that says it. I've seen it. But, things do happen. So what are we planning to see out there probably this year, Rich?
This year will be almost exclusively baseball this summer. The big thing is you put that field down now,
right,
in May. You can't put too much stress on that field. I wouldn't recommend overloading it with concerts and other things at that venue, just because that field needs to settle and last for years. So there'll be certainly baseball, fielders baseball, maybe a few more things in the fall, but we're building this year. As you said, in 2010, it's tough to get deals done. It's tough to, it's not the Clinton years anymore.
No.
So it took a long time, but we're getting this done, and I think it'll be worth the wait. Everybody will be happy with it.
Well, at Market Square, didn't you say Rick went through like 64 banks before anybody would really even talk to him or help finance some of these things?
Yeah, I was with him the day that he was talking about meeting with different banks, and I actually had the one that was across the television screen, banks no longer lending to banks. What do you do?
Exactly.
And you can give up or you can just try another way, and Rich has the same entrepreneurial spirit.
Just
keep doing it.
I've got some family members, and they feel that they're not even in the banking business anymore, and they're in a bank. They're in a collection business, and that's not where they want to be. So do you see things turning around a little bit, Rich? Do you see the economy breaking loose a little bit to make this thing all happen a lot faster now?
We are. We're seeing a turnaround a little bit, but I'm hearing people in other segments saying that. So I think it's too early to say. But one thing's for certain, in Lake County, the businesses, and in Kenosha County and Racine County as well, they're behind us. They're supporting us. They want to see this work. They're partners on board for marketing, and they're supporting us like we dreamt they would. So from that perspective, it's certainly working in our favor.
I can't believe the amount of buzz still is going on. People around the community here are so excited to get a baseball team. What a perfect location between Chicago and Milwaukee. They can't wait to see that first pitch. And it still looks like possibly June 11th. That might happen.
It's possible. We'll know more in a couple weeks, but I think people are going to be surprised at the level of baseball. It's really good baseball. It's professional baseball, a double-A level in the minor leagues, and there will be people that go from the Lake County Fielders to the major leagues. So people are going to be very happy with the product on the field.
What's going on right now with the baseball players? Are they in spring training right now?
No, they show up in about a week.
In about a week?
Yeah, and they'll be in the community, and we're putting them in host family houses, and they'll acclimate themselves to the community, and people will get to know them, and in a couple of weeks they start.
Can you stick around a few more minutes? I've got a few more questions. I want to talk more about host families, and you also got a job fair coming up too, right?
Sure. Yep.
All right, we got to check in with traffic with John Zenzen. We'll be right back. Don't touch those knobs.